Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to Good News Week. And the big news? Sharks. Sharks. Friendly, lovable, cuddly sharks. They're everywhere. Divers off Byron Bay recently came across a female grey nurse with a metal gaff embedded in her throat, just like a giant lollipop. Only sharky. They caught her and put her in a holding tank, and then, without anaesthetic, a vet stuck his arm down the shark's throat and removed the gaff, and she was free! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! We love you! Well, that's the last time she'll swallow a pole dancer. I know it's endangered, but I reckon a grey nurse swallowing a pole is nature's way of saying it's spit roast time! Meanwhile, off the coast of South Africa, diver Mark Rutson got friendly with a rather large great white. Got your nose, got your nose, got your arm. Rutson interacted with the shark for 40 minutes, patting it and even riding on its back. It was only when he tried to feed it a carrot that onlookers realised... he'd somehow mistaken the great white for an underwater pony. But my favourite shark of the week is this little fella. Oh, look at that. Sharks, they're the new dolphins. With a deadly twist. The surprising thing is the black tip actually won that leg of the pro surfing tour and a lucrative sponsorship deal with Quicksilver, making it the second most overpaid shark in sports history. Behind Greg Norman. And that's the good news.
It's good news, Lee. Someone around the bar somewhere contaminating the atmosphere, blackening the sky. It's good news, Lee. Someone found a way to give the running deer the will to live, go on and never die. It's good news, Lee.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening. Tonight, because the Network 10 lawyers got us out on bail, the smiling assassin, Claire Hooper. The macho cowboy of Australian stand-up, Josh Thomas. And from Nova, 106.9 in Brisbane, the bold, the beautiful Meshel Laurie. And they're lashing out at the drinking woman's sex symbol, Mikey Robbins. And two of Australia's best comedians, the sweet and deadly Kitty Flanagan. And his first time on the show, the virginal Lindsay Webb. So, Lindsay, looking forward to it?
Absolutely, so far. Well, it's already started, so I looked forward to it, now it's going good.
Yeah.
Hey, he just made you look really stupid.
I wasn't supposed to do that so early.
No, it's all right. I'm still trying to fault the logic, but you are right. Good on you.
Thanks.
Great. How are you, Kitty?
I'm all right, thanks, yes.
Good. Power dressing.
Yeah, that's right. All business all the time.
And everyone over here well? The blonde panel?
We're very blonde, aren't we? We're very kind of Hitler-esque this week, I think.
Aryan is the Aryan. Do you like it?
It's not like the Von Trapp family meet Tickle Me Elmo.
We call round one. What's the story? Claire, Josh, Meshel, tune in.
Usually it tells us who it is on the bottom of the screen.
You should know who that is.
All right, I know who it is. It's all right. I know who it is, guys. Don't worry. Okay. That's. Oh, and that's that. That ad from TV.
Yeah.
Where it's the government's climate change ads, or at least promoting climate change awareness.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, truly. Really. See, nobody knows.
They should put Pamela Anderson in that and I'd pay a lot more attention. Yeah, only for like 3 nights and then I'd tune out again.
Yeah, because it just...
I just think, oh, global warming, let's go to the beach, you know?
You've never been to the beach.
I've never been to the beach. Too many body issues. But,
I don't feel sorry for it.
I think that's the first time
You
we've
are-
got a collective oh.
You're too blonde to be an emo. You're not allowed to talk anymore.
Once we've
So-
thought, then what do we do, Claire? Like, I'm thinking about cracked dirt. Now what?
Then you get so depressed you turn off the lights and you stop polluting the earth. So yeah, it's the Minister for Climate Change.
Penny Wong.
Penny Wong.
Reckon she's ever been to a KD Lang concert?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's woo. We're sailing into uncharted waters here. Yeah.
So I can only imagine it's about, the green paper that's been released, her trying to console industry that it will not be as painful as it's clearly going to be for them to embrace carbon trading, etc.
Not as painful as vegetarianism. Everyone should be vegetarian. Yes, me too. I'm
Surprised you had enough air in you to, to make that noise.
Paul McDermott, I'm a vegetarian, and how many arm wrestles have I beaten you in? I'm not even, actually.
I'm pretty much vegetarian.
Right.
Pretty much?
Yeah.
You've been
No,
pretty
you
much
can.
vegetarian.
Every little bit helps, and I only eat animals that are delicious.
Look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Salad is what food eats.
Will that do?
But yeah, that'll do. 10 points.
Oh,
Let's go.
you!
Good news for those who want the government to do something about climate change. They've done something. It's an ad campaign that tells you they're thinking about doing something else. The campaign is designed to promote awareness of the carbon pollution reduction scheme. In government lingo, this is known as stalling. With so many people still not understanding the scheme, even after the release of the green paper, the government will soon put out a blue paper, which will coincide with the release of the red paper, which can then be traded for coupons to receive the purple and yellow papers, that when folded together Mad Magazine style, will provide exactly the same information as the initial green paper. And once we've completely run out of trees trying to explain this thing, the government will spell it out in the ocean using plastic bags for letters and dead whales as exclamation marks. Yes!
You could use like a little minky and a dolphin as a semicolon.
I don't think people appreciate you taking the minky.
Mikey, Kitty, Lindsay.
Yes.
Get your hands on this.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Take it away, businesswoman.
Stats. This is for me. I'm dressed for stats. There were some stats there that have astounded me, actually. Apparently, what did that say? 28% of people are still getting harassed in the workplace, which
Yes.
a little disappointing. I thought that wasn't happening anymore, which was the reason I don't get harassed. Now I realise it's just I'm not attractive or sexual enough.
It's just getting more selective.
Don't have the jugs for it, so that's leaving me a little cold. Those stats. I'll have to get Penny Wong around to warm me up.
You know what they say though, Kitty? If you miss getting harassed, do some harassing. No, nobody says that. I made that up. It's not
I
what
thought
they
it was a
say.
saying.
No.
We're trying to get it started. We should say more often sorry.
We'll totally start it.
It's funny, because you don't look creepy. But what they're talking about is, despite all the changes that have been made over the years, and many positive changes, that unfortunately the glass ceiling still exists for women. Which, I know this might sound controversial, but I think that women shouldn't go through the glass ceiling, because men could then look up their skirts, and that would be a bad thing.
Like, I was under the impression that the glass ceiling had been taken away and replaced with a mirror. Just my workplace?
Well, you know what they say, if you're not getting harassed, start doing some harassing.
I've heard that before.
I've heard it 3 times tonight.
I just want to say, I don't look, I think sexual harassment is a young woman's complaint. I think the wolf whistle is something that well, for a start, it helps you work out how old a woman is. If you wolf whistle and she ignores you, she's clearly under 30. If she turns around and does this, thank you, she's about 35. And if her knickers fall down and she starts running at you, then strap on a helmet and get involved. She just turned 40, bring your mates.
According to Australia's Sex Discrimination Commissioner, the nation's progress towards gender equality has stalled. Of course it stalled. It was probably trying to reverse park. Wrong. I know it's wrong.
But so right.
Commissioner Elizabeth Broderick has just completed a year-long national listening tour. If they'd sent a man, it would have taken half the time.
Now, I realise this isn't a really good sample group, but hands up all the men on stage that drive a car. Hands up all the women on stage that drive a car.
Oh, yes, but Claire, I drive a woman.
I tell you, the other thing I picked up is you could send a man out on a listening tour for 3 years and he still wouldn't be able to clean a toilet. Why can't they clean toilets?
Yeah, feminists. So after one touchy-feely round of Good News Week, the Hooper team are on 10 points, Robin's team are on 10 points. Up next, Warren. During the break, as we searched for Peter Costello's testicles, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Hooper, Thomas and Laurie have broken glass.
Oh, that went a long way, didn't it?
Wow.
Oh, Joshy, let me just brush that off you.
This is the best day of my life.
I'm scared to sit down.
Little Josh is excited. It's the first time he's been next to a girl when she broke something. Sweet.
We also have our favourite flashing lights.
You need roller skates and spandex in your set.
And finally this.
Got myself a lying, talking, sleeping, walking, living dying. Got to do my best to please her just 'cause she's a living doll. Got a roving eye and that is why she satisfies my soul. I got the one and only walking, talking, living doll. Thank you. Do you know, Josh has never heard that song?
I've never heard that. Claire kept saying things. I think I was supposed to join him by living. I like it. It's catchy. I'm quite young.
And Robbins, Flanagan and Webb got a petrol can,
This takes me back to my 21st.
a hoe,
Yes. Now, I'm not sure how we're interpreting this. This could be, I need a hoe, I'm doing some farming, or I need a hoe, I'm doing a rap video. I'm not sure. In which case, one probably wouldn't be enough. I need some bitches as well as my hoe.
Actually, I say one thing. That's one skinny hoe.
Either way, Kitty.
It's Posh Beckham.
Either way, Kitty is.
and finally this.
'Cause we got a great big convoy rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a great big convoy. Ain't she a beautiful sight? Come on, join my convoy. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way. No lollies, come on, rock. Great convoy. You heard that song, Josh? No.
But I
Have
think
you not heard that?
Josh, have you ever heard anything not recorded by High Five?
Bang! Bang! And now the game called Warren. 3 headlines about the same newsmaker, but their identity has been expensively concealed by the name Warren. Meshel, you have.
Yes, sir.
Mum says Warren stars no superhero. Holy handcuffs, Warren on bail. Warren's caper is a bit rich. Any thoughts? Who is Warren?
I think Warren is Christian Bale.
Well, that was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah. He's verbally assaulted his mother, and I think he's fantastic, so clearly she's a mole. And I think what's happened is, you know, when they did the first Batman movie, he was overshadowed because Tom Cruise's Katie was in the movie, remember?
Yes, yes.
And they came and they licked each other's faces on every red carpet, and no love for Christian. And this movie comes out and it's all about Dead Heath. Isn't it? Everyone's
yeah.
excited. Yeah, right. Yeah. So I think his mum's been given it all that, as your mum does.
No, not good enough.
Oh, everyone's talking about Heath's Oscar. Have you read that?
On a technicality, though, I don't know if it's... I reckon it might be Batman.
Oh, Batman.
Mum says, yeah, Batman stars no superhero.
Let's have a look and see what...
Oh!
He didn't want us to get it right.
According to the author of a new book on Batman, if you wanted to become a real-life Dark Knight, you'd need to be one of the richest men in the world. That's right, Batman is Donald Trump. And he doesn't even need a mask, he just combs his hair into the shape of a bat head. Flutters up behind him his bat cape. In his book, Batman Unauthorized, Darren Hick estimates 308 million would buy your Batsuit, Batcave, Batmobile, Batarangs and more. If you want to be Batgirl, though, it'll cost a little extra. And you have to go to Mexico. With Batman out every night fighting crime, you'd be needing a lot of batteries.
Oh, so she could masturbate.
Is that it?
I think it's Master Bat.
Yeah, I like it. Nice, well done. Lindsay.
Yes.
After that award-winning joke, some Warren for you.
Excellent.
Ah, Warren, the media hasn't covered you again. Warren slaps Obama on security. Warren, complete and utter netwit. Who is the Warren of which we speak?
Warren, the media hasn't covered you again. Could be anyone that plays netball. Warren, complete and utter netwit. I think this could be Senator John McCain, how do you say that? You know, the US presidential guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever used a computer, and I think that came out during the week, and he said, I've never got anything off the computer, which seems weird, because he should be getting all the Viagra ads that I'm getting. So I'm gonna go with McCain. McCain. Is it McCain?
He's the same guy that brings out the frozen corn. Yeah.
Yeah, well then he should be president.
Let's see. Oh, yes, he has got it. Presidential candidate John Grandpa Simpson McCain
Yeah, where's everything gone?
has admitted he never uses email and has to have his staff find websites for him, which can be awkward for everyone when the senator wants to look at porn. Till a few weeks ago, he thought going online meant queuing up for food in the Depression. The Depression was something that happened. John is...
It helps. Every bit helps.
John is amazed by computers. How does the TV thing know what the fancy typewriter's saying? But they also make him nervous, especially after his first experience with Googling Bush. The Hooper's now on 25 points, the Robbins is 25 points. Up next, So You Think You Can Mime?
news week.
It's time for a mime. Josh, Thomas, come and get a story. Energy. Like it. Oh, here you go.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is your moment.
I worried because every time I watch this, someone has sex with a wombat or something, you know?
No, that's the other show on 9.
Footy show. I started reading it aloud. I think that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it does help your team a bit. So you all know what Josh has to mime, yes? Yes. Good. Okay.
Okay.
Your time starts now.
Ooh, awkward. Sexy knee. But non-sexy knees? Knee. Oh, great.
Knee surgery, knee hurt, knee surgery.
You're good. Good boy.
I was when I was in high school. I was performing arts prefect. So it's down. I mean, it's not a big deal. Don't
A
mention
little bit less of this.
Yeah.
Pardon?
A little bit less of this.
Okay, chill out.
Sorry. I don't think the other team has to get involved. If anyone's got to tell him he's talking a bit too much, it'll be me. Thank you very much.
Well, if the host did his friggin' job.
Couldn't get a word in between the three of you all going, ah.
Oh, don't look. He gets upset when the parents fight.
Knee surgery. Do up, diddy diddy. No.
Ah, anaesthetic into the knee? No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, knee surgery without anaesthetic.
It's like watching the ballet of Rain Man.
That is $1 million idea.
My mum, she used to tell me that I should be that I should do ballet because I have a lovely point, and that's why I'm like this.
Working on the railroad.
Are you cutting your way through a jungle?
Is it if I go like dun 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 dun, is that against the rules?
Yeah, that could be a bit.
Is that against the rules?
I'm gonna have to take off some points now.
You know when you give no.
I don't think they're going to be able to put it together from what you've given them. But if you think it's enough...
Put it together.
What's it doing?
I don't like this! I like it when sometimes I come on the show and we play Buzzers of Death, right? And then there's the only risk of anyone getting hurt is you. Yeah. And that's fun. That's fun. This... But okay, so what if we just piece it, just talk it.
Let me show you piecing it together.
Yeah.
Knee surgery without anaesthetic. Star Wars.
Well,
That's it.
That's
the story.
That's pretty well it.
That's it.
That was more words than Marcel Marceau spoke in a 50-year career.
And I still don't know what it is. What is it?
Instead of having anaesthetic, a man having a knee operation watched one of the Star Wars movies to distract him from the pain. Strangely enough, a perfect encapsulation.
Yeah. What sort of school were you performing arts prefect in? Name them.
a public one.
Yeah.
A public one. Yeah.
Yes,
Graceful.
a British Star Wars fan watched Revenge of the Sith during a knee operation instead of having a general anaesthetic.
Wow.
Because when you see Anakin Skywalker burnt to a crisp after losing both legs and an arm, a gammy knee just doesn't seem so bad. But while he didn't want anaesthetic, Colin Hope did use a respirator so he could do his wicked Darth Vader impression.
Why would you choose Revenge of the Sith? That would just amplify the pain. It was so not the good one. I like the one with the flappy ear guy.
I like the one with the best one ever.
I like the one with the two lesbians on the tricycle.
Different one.
That was Star Wars. Different movie. Completely different movie.
Would now be a good time for me to admit that I have not really seen them.
But you've heard of them this time.
I know the song from that one, though.
Which
so that's
there's
the
a
Darth
song?
Vader one. Remember when I sang it in the mime?
Oh, yes, I was going to take off points for that, wasn't I? OK, so you think you can mime, Kitty Flanagan?
Sha-na-na-na-na. So you think you can mime? What are you doing now?
I was doing
Is that a
that-
robot?
From that musical, So You Think You Can Mime. Dibba-dibba.
I thought it was something else from Star Wars.
No.
Right. Can I keep it in case
No.
I forget? Okay.
Oh, is it that long and
Quite long.
But you can always come over and talk to me at the desk or sing songs or even, chat all the way through it.
I might need to. Okay.
Your time starts now.
Begin.
Business lady.
Librarian.
Wait. Can you just... I can't do this because, but if you could imagine that my pants were here and, I was showing you...
Bit of crack. Tradesman
Imagine
style.
that,
Right.
okay?
Stop talking!
I think it's preferable to actually showing my crack. I think that would be more pleasant. Okay, so I'm cracking and I'm...
Tradesman.
Yeah, try a jackhammer.
Working on the road.
Builder, house builder.
Close.
House builder, a builder. Yeah.
Carpenter.
Builder.
House builder. Right.
Builder. Jesus. I had a toga.
Schoolgirl.
How did you get schoolgirl?
To be honest, I think it's the vest. Hands. Oh, the Queen.
The Queen.
English schoolgirl.
English schoolgirls.
Whistling at the.
Wolf whistle. The builders. Wolf whistled the.
girls.
They've been sexually harassing builders. Schoolgirls.
You're on the list. You're right. Uh-oh, looks like Mum.
Teacher.
No whistling at the builders. No wolf whistling at the builders with gum in your mouth.
An email has gone out to parents to tell their children not to chew gum and wolf whistle at builders at an English school.
Yeah, Kitty Flanagan.
I was really hoping you were going to fail.
That was very good. Only breaking the conventions of mime all the way through it whenever you deemed it was appropriate. Yes, a group of British girls has turned the tables on construction workers at their school by wolf whistling at them. High school girls can be so cruel and tasty and squeaky and juicy.
You're a sick puppy, aren't you?
The flirting meant the men weren't paying attention to what they were doing and explains why the new wing of the school is a boat. Those people now on 35 points, those people on 33 points. After the break, a brand new game. This is a new thing called 5-second grab. All our team captains have to do is identify the stories from the morsels provided. Claire, you are our first guinea pig.
All right.
From Rome, he was executed about 50 times a day, 150 times on Sunday, but we've now decided to pardon him. What's it about?
It's not that theme park, no. There's a Christian theme park where a man plays Jesus and gets crucified 3 times a day.
50 times a day?
Yeah, 50. Yep.
150 on Sundays.
There's a lot of crowds.
Not
It's
that
busy.
one.
No, it's not that one. Anybody know? He was executed 50 times a day, 150 times on Sunday?
It's not a real human, is it? And that's all I
Brendan
can
Nelson.
remember.
No? I'll give you a point for not a real human. Any more details would be good.
I still stay by Brendan Nelson.
No, that's all. That's all. It was not a real human. That's the story.
A fun fair has withdrawn an attraction that showed a lifelike human dummy being executed in an electric chair. 50 times a day, 150 times on Sunday.
Did they ever say what his crime was?
He was a dummy.
Man, yeah, that is a punishable crime.
I'd still stay with Brendan Nelson.
From Australia, alcoholism, suicide and depravity. Who would ever pay money to see this? What's it all about?
I know what this is about.
Film. She's giving it to me.
I know.
Oh, I love this.
I have my hands
This is what makes the show really beautiful, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a sharing, caring moment.
I've said it before. There's no prizes.
Yeah.
What are we playing for? Nothing.
It does make sense. It sounds like a criticism levelled at the Australian film industry.
Thank you very much. They do have it.
And can I just point out how adorable this is? Josh has kept some pieces of the glass.
Yeah.
He's got 3.
Yeah. It's because my generation, when they watch themselves mime back on the television and get sad... It's just how we cope. It's just how we cope.
Tell MySpace about it.
According to a new survey by the Film Finance Corporation, audiences think Australian movies are too arty and depressing. Mike Walsh, a senior lecturer in film studies, thinks we make too many feel-bad wrist slashes. One example is the new film 10 Empty, about an alcoholic father and his suicidal son. Not exactly Kung Fu Panda.
No, seriously, an Australian film is some grey, rainy country town where someone comes of age and has a car accident.
But it's always a great car accident in a bush. There's a ute and a dirt road. It's awesome. I love that.
I think there's not enough wrist slashing in Australian films. Like, I would have watched Priscilla till the end if I knew they were all going to kill themselves. They're standing on buses doing this. Jump off.
Right.
Mikey.
Yes, mate.
Are you ready now for some 5-second grab?
Most fun I've had in months.
From the US.
Yes.
They are not hostile. If they were hostile, we'd be gone by now. What's it about?
He was the guy who was on Apollo 14, and he reckons he's never seen an alien, but the government have told him that they're alien. He's a dingbat, let's be honest.
Edgar Mitchell. Mitchell.
Look, I've said before, I'll say again, why would creatures vastly intelligent than ourselves build craft and travel millions of light years to sodomise farm workers? Oh, no, the probing!
We're there, Thailand.
You know, every so often she says something that makes perfect sense. From Hong Kong?
Yes.
The Spong, Fong, Hong Kong, Ping Pong, Ding Dong, Bell Bill.
There are 2 Chinese politicians in Hong Kong.
The Spong, Fong...
A Spong and Fong?
Yes. The Spong,
Keep
Fong,
going.
Hong Kong,
The Hong Kong...
Ping Pong, Ding Dong,
They want
Bell Bill.
they want all the bells rung out on the island of Hong Kong to wish the ping pong team good luck.
Wow.
Yes! Two Hong Kong politicians, William Spong and Hurum Fong. They want all the bells rung for the ping pong.
That'll be the ding dongs.
The Spong, Fong, Hong Kong, Ping Pong, Ding Dong, Bell Bill.
The only thing that would have made it better is if Penny Wong was involved.
Oh, she's going nowhere near a ding dong.
Over there, 45 points. Over there, 42 points. Strange but True is next.
It's good news week.
The Strange but True chickens are coming home to roost. Claire, Josh, Meshel, you had the broken glass.
I'm auditioning for the Man Show.
The flashing lights.
Too heavy for him, Paul.
Heavy for that little neck.
The little bones in his head haven't sort of formed together yet.
Oh, it's a great mobile nightclub. It's like mistletoe for every night. We can just come up and go, so, did you come here often?
Do ladies like that? I can do that.
Yeah.
Then you should try it.
I tell you, if you ever do attract a woman, I would take it off before I got into bed.
Give her
That
somewhere
would
to
be
rest
wonderful.
her thighs.
Anyway. And finally, this.
Got myself a rhyme, talking, sleeping, walking, living dog. Got to do my best to please her just 'cause she's a living dog. Got a roving eye, and that is why she satisfies my soul. I got the one and only walking, talking, living dog.
What's
Now,
the answer?
what's brilliant is I read a story recently which this very much could be. Because what we've got to do is we've got this this front window smashed. This must be the police. It's not like it's ever used for anything but the police, the flashy helmet. And then the reference to the doll. In America recently, a car was parked, a man's car. He had what the police described when they broke in and confiscated the items. He had what they described as a pornographic exhibit on his car dash. He had a topless Barbie doll and some women's knickers and other saucy items. So, they were like, any child could walk by and see this pornographic display. So, he had his items confiscated from his car.
Paul,
Yeah.
if that's not right, I'm from the Sunshine Coast.
I have one. No, don't.
You got that one? You can do that
I
one.
like it when they
Do that one.
Because you're in the right area.
Yes. And so am I, because I'm from Brisbane.
Yes, well, you're in the right area then as well.
I'm from Brisbane too!
So effortlessly awkward.
You should really let me know when you're going to do something like that. It's terrifying when a virgin lunges at you.
I was talking about this before. I'm not a virgin.
Okay, of course you're not.
I think.
Okay. I think it is a car. There was a car.
Yes.
And inside of it was a doll that looked so much like a human baby. This was in Gympie, was it?
Gympie, that's right,
It was
yes.
so much like a human baby. It's
Where
one
they
of those
don't really have normally human babies.
And it was so much like a real baby. I think it was one of those creepy ones they have in the back of magazines, maybe, I don't know. But it looked so much like a real baby. And it was in a car with the windows up, and a man smashed in to save the creepy fake baby.
And the man was a member of the police.
Village people.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, have it how weird and bizarre it is. If you like the idea of having children but would still like to put them in a box when you get bored with them, then this could be for you. Dolls so lifelike, police in Gympie recently smashed the window of a locked car to rescue one. And the dolls are the things in her arms. Officers also rescued a big orange cat that appeared to be glued to the rear window. And the world's smallest Elvis impersonator who'd passed out on the dash. They later made an arrest at the local shopping centre when they found a guide dog that had been paralysed by a guy shoving coins into its head. The Artist by Chernick adds every detail of the dolls from hair to fingernails to eyelashes. They even come with birth certificates, milk spots and umbilical cords. To confuse police even more, she has one toy baby that silently mouths, "Help me." Mikey, Kitty, Lindsay, you had the petrol can.
Hello.
The hoe.
Yes, which could just be a tool on a farm, not unlike all those people on Farmer Wants a Wife. Or it could be hoe, like your Paris Hilton, your Britney Spears type hoe. So 2 types of hoe. I'm not sure which one.
And finally, that haunting refrain.
'Cause we got a great big convoy rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a great big convoy, ain't she a beautiful sight? Come on, join the convoy, ain't nothing gonna get in our way. We're gonna roll this truckin' convoy across the USA. Convoy.
That's good. Well,
I think I've got it wrong.
well, let's start with there.
So I'm going to work from wrong to right. That's how I like to do it. Is this about the old people, who will be called the hoes for the purpose of this story?
Old
who
hoes.
are convoying themselves to the shops in ambulances to save on petrol money.
Okay, it's probably good we've started there. I thought this could be about truck drivers not being able to, because they're spending so much money on petrol now, that they can't afford hose anymore.
That's, in fact, mate, no, seriously, you are dead right.
It's lonely on the road.
And it is. Around the trucking regions of America, brothels have been closing down.
So the truck drivers are going to have to find another route.
He's very quick. He's very quick, isn't he?
I don't think I can put it any more eloquently myself. And that's what she said.
They have
the
it.
bit that I said.
In Nevada, brothel revenue has dropped by as much as 45% because the soaring price of petrol is hurting one of their biggest markets, truck drivers. The truckies are really missing that release. They say the cost of petrol sucks, but it's just not the same. Don't have to clap for it if you don't feel it. Don't if you don't feel it. Remain seated. Dirty, Sexy, Fast Money is next.
It's good news week.
Here it is, Dirty, Sexy, Fast Money. Woo. A pet rabbit saved a couple in Melbourne by scratching at the bedroom door when their house caught fire. What's the hero rabbit's name?
It's Bunny or Rabbit or something.
It's Rabbit!
Yay!
In Austria, a man has demanded compensation after he was blasted off the toilet by what?
Pooh!
His own ass?
No, anybody.
Oh,
The Harpic duck.
That gets a point.
Hailstones the size of golf balls.
Oh my God.
damn it!
In New York, a man who lost his leg after a rubbish truck ran over it has just lost it again. How?
Heavy Mills nicked it.
He lost his leg after a rubbish truck ran over it. He lost it again. How? He was skydiving and it fell off.
Man, I should have.
Why would you laugh at that? It's a man's leg, for God's sake. Okay, Dirty, Sexy, Fast Money seems to have slowed down somewhat. In Greece, 9 British women are facing prostitution charges after taking part in what kind of competition?
What T-shirt?
No.
A blowjob.
Yes.
Oral sex
An
competition.
oral sex competition. I'll give it to you.
Where everyone's a winner.
Where did you say that was again?
In Greece. 9 Brits, very nice. In California, police were called to disperse 8,000 people who were doing what to passing trains?
Blowjob competition.
I don't know, with that 8,000 people doing, like, showing their bottoms?
Yes, mooning them.
Mooning.
Yes, mooning them.
Oh, I've had some good moons.
So, in the greenhouse tonight, Claire Hooper, Josh Thomas and Meshel Laurie scored a hot and sticky 58 points. Melted by Mikey Robbins, Kitty Flanagan and Lindsay Webb on 63 points. 10.com.au/GNW is the address for all the extra stuff, or if you'd like to vote a chicken out of Jamie Oliver's house. So we say welcome to the world, Alexander Joseph Wright, and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. The Sex Discrimination Commissioner will address a business breakfast in Canberra. Ladies, bring a plate. Thursday sees the launch of Continence Awareness Week. The launch was meant to be a secret, but someone leaked. The 60th birthday of Women's Day will be celebrated with hot flushes and the unwanted flourishing of chin hair. And the Commonwealth Bank will announce its full year results. We made a lot of money and our ads with stupid Americans gave everyone the shits. Good night.